This video will show you how to replace the air filter on a Ford Transit-250. This will be located along the passenger side of your engine compartment. Let's get into it. Let's get started on our job. Along the passenger side of the engine compartment, we can see our washer fluid reservoir cap. We need to pay attention deep inside this area. We can also see our air filter housing and our air inlet tube. We want to separate the inlet tube from the housing. Use a 7mm or a flathead screwdriver to loosen the clamp just enough we can dislodge this. Now that we've done that, to be able to remove the air filter housing, there is still 2 locking clips, but before we get to that, we're going to dislodge our washer fluid reservoir neck. Now this is just pressed into a plastic bracket, so you should be able to slide it out of place. Now that I have that out of place, I'm going to carefully pull up on this neck. You can see that I'm wiggling it, looking all the way down in this area. I can see that there's a small rubber grommet that this slides into. Just going to go ahead and pull this out of here. This is going to give us a little bit extra room to be able to remove that air filter housing. Now we can focus on the 2 locking clips along the forward side of the upper housing. Now we're going to dislodge the upper housing from the lower housing, 2 locking clips, one here, one a little bit further over. Both those look the same. Just take hold of them, slide them out of place. We can take hold of the air filter housing cover. We're going to carefully start pulling this out of here. You're going to have to make your way around this plastic bracket. You want to be careful not to break it. Just a quick inspection of that. Let's remove that air filter. Now we can reach down in this area. We'll take hold of the air filter and lift it up and out of place. There it is, friend. Prior to installation of any brand new part, let's make sure we clean and inspect our mounting area. I'm inspecting the lower air filter housing here. I want to make sure there's no debris where the seal would sit. Also have a quick look inside of the pocket. If you see any miscellaneous debris, such as acorns or anything like, you definitely want to remove it. This looks good, so let's continue on with our installation. Okay, let's get ready to install our brand new air filter. Over towards the inboard side, closest to the engine, we have this small filtering unit. That is still part of the air filter. Let's make sure we have this aligned properly. We're going to slide it into place. Just double check to make sure it's seated all the way around. We don't want it hanging off in any way. This looks good and there's no debris along the top, so we'll continue on with our engine air filter cover. Now as far as this housing cover, along the rearward side you have 3 locating tabs. Looking at the lower housing, you can see exactly where those would need to fit into. Let's carefully get this in position. We're aligning those locating tabs. Just going to feel along the back side, slide it in. Now we'll roll the forward side down and we'll continue on with our 2 locking clips along the forward area here. So along the front, I'm just pressing this down while I continue on with those clips. See that I have that one rolled into the fully locked position. I'll do the same for the other. Take hold of the upper housing cover, attempt to remove it from the lower cover. It should not move out of place. Now it's time for our washer fluid reservoir neck. You remember during the removal process, the lower aspect slid into the lower portion of the washer fluid reservoir. So we need to make sure we line this up. We'll carefully press it in. I like to leave this apart so I can make my way down. Try to line that up. Pressing that in as far as possible. Now up along the top, we'll make sure we line this up, press it into its locking clip. Double check, make sure that's secured. Over at the air filter housing, we're taking that inlet tube, we're going to slide it all the way up against this flat flange. Just double check to make sure it's seated properly all the way around. Let's snug it up. Okay, friend, we finished the installation of our vehicle air filter. The next thing you want to do is attempt to start the vehicle. Let it run and make sure you have no check engine light. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.